And meanwhile, this just lone Commissar Lord doing a really good power bash here.
Oh god, yeah, I remember he was working on that generator just a little while ago, so good deal.
Yeah, he managed to get one of them down. Actually, a little surprisingly, PaperBaG had only had 2. So.
Oh, some beautiful looking gen bashing here. We got the Storm Boys and the Burna Slugger Boys out onto those generators right now. But we will see the missiles coming out of that Sentinel, perhaps putting some pressure on the War Truck. It doesn't look like he's focusing it yet. Nice little blocking going on by the Storm Boys coming in here. They're going to have to get out of there in a hurry.
Storm Boys have to get out of there now.
Yeah, they need to retreat like crazy. It looks like, oh, come on, get that one last generator. The generator's at like 1 hit point. I think the War Truck will take it down.
There we go, the War Truck got it. But now the War Truck is in huge danger here. We got dual Sentinel. Oh, he's just going to sacrifice it. He's just going to sacrifice it.
He's going to just charge on in, melee them.
He's going to go right up on him.
One more shot. Oh, God, and the War Truck makes it out of there. If he does.
That was completely unexpected, and he's popping. Oh, man, he may be able to get the Sentinel. No, not quite, and he loses the knob, too.
No.
He had tried, basically, he had popped Swamp him there in an attempt to go try to get them, but the Commissar Lord falls, trying to run away from the War Boss on one side, running into Shooter Boys on the other side.
Man, so that was risky play by PaperBaG, and he almost got away with some really brilliant moves there. He ended up killing a power node and killing a generator, but you know, he took a bunch of damage on his War Truck, but it was good that he got it out of there. But oh, so close on taking down that Sentinel. That could have been really beautiful. He would have annihilated the missile launcher Sentinel there, so too bad there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is going to cost him too, as Sluggernaut has cost 125 power. That's quite sizable for orcs. And we do see that he is rebuilding that right now, so.
We got the War Boss moving on out, bumping into this Chimera kind of near the center. During all of that, though, PaperBaG did gain control of the victory point, so the center is neutral, and PaperBaG is up 2-0. Ooh, good use of, we got the Imperial Guard bunker. So this is exactly where we saw him just kind of cordoning off this half of the map with his heavy bolter squad before. Now just putting it right into a permanent bunker, it looks like.
Oh, nice usage of Big Stomp there to go ahead and neutralize the squad in the bunker for a short bit. And meanwhile, we have Shudas engaged in melee with guardsmen here, but the problem is this would usually work out all right for the Shudas, except for the fact that there's two squads of guardsmen there, so one is able to back up the melee squad with actual shooting fire.
Oh, nice looking Storm Boys now jumping on top of that Sentinel there with the missile launcher. Sentinel did get the ground pound off, but was still quite a bit surrounded there. Oh God, and he's just charging in after it. And I
we are seeing extra armor upgraded. Meanwhile, Mama Boys though just completely mistargeted though. But nice presence of mind there by Pega to go ahead and get extra armor right at that point, so you can go ahead and defend this Sentinel and keep it up, even though there are no guardsmen around here.
Yeah, that was a good little.
Sluggers are trying their heart out though to take this thing down because it has already wasted its stomp. The burners only do so much.
Oh, Sentinel, and Sentinel unfortunately kind of ran the wrong way there. Oh no, and he goes down. I think he just kind of clicked it randomly on the map instead of into his base or anything like that, although the base is kind of
But he was trying to get back up to the guardsman up top for a repair, but wasn't quite able to get there. And now we do have a Weird Boy coming up for PaperBaG. This is going to be PaperBag's chance to really go ahead and turn this thing around. Well, I mean, he's already started that pretty good way, but Weird Boy is really something fierce in this matchup. Just the kind of abilities that he brings out can really hurt Imperial Guard pretty heftily. So
yeah, the only thing PaperBaG I think really needs to overcome, so he's doing a pretty good job on the field. He is just taking such fierce losses. You know, every one of his squads is taking 2 or 3 models, it seems like, every major encounter there. So he's got quite a requisition bleed on him just from that process alone. But good thing he's got that Weird Boy coming out, though. Where is that boy? There he is, kind of off on the right-hand side. Not really doing too much yet, but he can certainly put some pressure on some of those light vehicles. And towards the center, we've got, War Boss, I want to see you stomp right now. Right in the middle of all those guardsmen. Go for it. Oh, and they just barely kind of walk out of range.
He's got to be careful because these guardsmen here are buffed by the execution ability for the Commissar Lord. And now he's also going to be careful to not target the Commissar Lord because of stubbornness. Stubbornness basically allows the Commissar Lord to improve his health regeneration and such, but depending on the amount of guardsmen around him. But Shooter Boys are now in danger of going down completely. There's like almost no health, 8 health left on that one squad. It gets out in time. So PaperBaG will force Pega out of the center, but quite a large amount of losses first. And I'm not quite sure what these other Shooter Boys are doing. Also going to go down to one model. They seem to be like trying to go and melee the the transport,
I
the
think
Chimera
he was
there.
focusing on that Slugger Boy squad way to the north. He kicked in Swamp 'em and was basically just chasing away those guardsmen, and maybe he was kind of leaving behind the guys that we saw taking so many losses. Hard to tell there, but I think his focus is sort of split across multiple units there. Look at the left-hand side of the map, by the way. We have a real kind of Maginot line going on here with all the landmines and the bunker and the heavy bolter squad there, kind of just sealing off that corridor. Poor Weird Boy here getting shot in the back the whole time. He's going to have to waddle on home like a goofy orc maniac. You, sir, are off trying to cap things all by yourself, unfortunately. Not taking any shots at any vehicles there. Ooh, nice looking Stormboy jump, by the way, right on top of that Chimera in front of his base. Taking advantage of the mobility, jumping over that low wall there. But it looks like he doesn't want any part of that and is just going to get on out of there, as we do have all of these Commissar, really upgraded Commissar, by the way. So he does have his flak jacket, stubbornness like you were pointing out, and the power sword up right now.
All right, so phone successfully set to vibrate. So that won't be bothering us again.
Excellent.
Boom,
Oh man, look at
not a good thing.
Do you see that Imperial bunker going up on the top side, right outside of?
Yeah, this is very aggressive. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if that blocks pathing out of there too.
It damn near looks like it does actually. There's not a lot of maps where that comes into play, but he could very well be doing that. Nice little stop here in the center between the War Boss and the Sentinel right now, just kind of back and forthing. Sentinel taking a good amount of damage, but luckily he's got all sorts of friends nearby to back him up. Nice buffs going on there. I believe we just had an execute.
Yeah,
and the War Boss goes down.
Melted.
You cannot underestimate that many guardsmen getting buffed and focus firing like that.
And yeah, we see these shooters here also losing a squad, not just a model, friends, a squad, and them retreating out. This is, unfortunately, the Weird Boy here is not really being put to use, which I'm really surprised with, because the Weird Boy would be the thing here to actually go ahead and make a difference in these battles for PaperBaG, but instead he's just kind of charging at this, and Pega is repelling him really, really.
By the way, that did pad. I think those Storm Boys were trying to retreat out of there, and they went and instead they had to occupy the bunker to get away because they couldn't quite get past it, which is why it's now an orc bunker.
Yeah, I don't think it I don't think it puts him in the bunker automatically. But
yeah, I think he just got there and realized he couldn't
yeah.
go anywhere and just jumped in there instead. But they shot them right out the windows. A little bit of
they were just absolutely dead.
Really aggressive bunker play going on here right now. We got 3 bunkers up on the map right now.
So meanwhile, we are going to see the PaperBaG is getting pretty close to being able to look at tier 3, but he loses his Weird Boy. Oh.
I really love that they do that with the Weird Boy.
And that is going to be GG. The Weird Boy was the last chance that PaperBaG had. Not even fast second to tier 3 is going to help him here. There just isn't anything there that will help him win this. So,
man, good game.
And yeah, so basically what he's saying is that, or well, I should say what PaperBaG is saying is that he's played a lot of Commissar Lords, and he hasn't seen any of them pull off the build that Pega went here, which is basically to go with that. I mean, the Chimera is pretty standard. But then to go ahead with the missile launcher Sentinels to really crack down on the war truck usage, I think is the thing that really hurt PaperBaG the most. Because I remember back quite a few patches ago, I watched a lot of PaperBaG replays and, had a lot of discussions with him on the forums and stuff. He was always very, 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 very pro war truck and very pro war truck usage. Always used war truck and sluggas amazingly. So definitely Pega's capability to cut that out of PaperBaG's play, I think, had a huge impact on this game today.
Yeah, I think this is a great replay for aspiring Commissar players, because that was a pretty damn perfect build order by Pega. He filled up on tier 1 and then just very perfectly went to tier 2 and got all of his tier 2 upgrades and units and just stomped the yard with it. That was really, really good.
Yeah, and he proved as well. I mean, if you looked at the timings as far as going to tier 2, he was able to inflict enough attrition on PaperBaG with his build that it didn't ultimately matter. You know what I mean? Like that he spent so much in tier 1.
He got his Chimera just moments after the war truck came out. Good games there, man.